Welcome to Sunday morning on Broad Street in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, everyone. This past weekend, Bethlehem officially kicked off. It was actually April 18th. Officially kicked off spring and the festival season with, I believe it was called Spring Onto 4th. I think the festival was. Anyway, it was a street festival over on the south side. Now, if you know anything about Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, the one thing it's known for, above anything else, is the festivals. So this one, I think this was the first major spring festival here in Lehigh Valley also. So this one kicked off spring, and you know what? Nature decided to give them a perfect day for it, literally. Temperatures in the 70s, no wind, very little wind blowing, and oh man, it was just drop dead gorgeous out weather-wise. That, and I saw a lot of scenic beauty, drop dead gorgeous scenic beauty walking around also, but oh well. Anyway, now this was cool because this is my first time attending this festival. And what I loved about it, the most about it, was that instead of it just being in one, relatively confined area, this was spread out over the entire 3rd and 4th Street on the south side pretty much. I got off the bus near the Banana Factory. I started off at the Banana Factory. They had an urban street art festival there, including sidewalk chalk, graffiti. Home Base was there, which Home Base is basically the place that skateboarders go to here in Lehigh Valley. They had a miniature, like a ramp and stuff, a miniature ramp and stuff set up for skateboarders. And the first floor was open of the Banana Factory, so you could walk in and see the various things going on. And what was really cool is, I don't know if you ever saw this like commercial on TV or like on Sci-Fi Channel or something, but there was one of the artists was doing body painting, and this was the body painting where it blended into the background. I'm not sure if I took a photo of it or not, but it was a brick wall, and you could not tell where the person was on this thing. Even before she was finished, if you looked at the top part of the person, you literally, outside of the eyes, you literally could not tell where the background was and where the person was. It was just wild to see. From there, I finally found the Greenway in Bethlehem. The Greenway is basically a path over on the south side. Now, if you want an idea of where the location is, from New Street, if you're on 3rd and New, basically start going up the hill, you'll see a path between 3rd and 4th. That's the Greenway. And there was something at Touchstone Theater, which is I found out a local theater company that has been in the area for 31 years. They had something called Journey from the East that I wanted to check out. Well, fate's figured, screw it, you've been through a lot, let's give you a perfect day. And they actually, I got there about an hour before the performance started, but that's for another review. So, walking around, unfortunately, I missed everything that happened over the Northampton Community College, the Southside campus, the Fowler Center. So this was literally, and that's several blocks away from the Banana Factory. The weather, the music, they had live, of course, this is Lehigh Valley in Bethlehem, live music going on. The businesses were open, the street was packed with people, walking around, having a good time, and just enjoying life, and the fact of it's spring and being alive. And I've said this so many times, look at the homepage, the video on the homepage. It's not the buildings that make the Lehigh Valley. It's not all those buildings that Allentown's wasting wasting your time believing this is the center of the Lehigh Valley, you know, and everything else. That's bullshit. All right? Sorry, no apologies to downtown city government or the mayor either. What you're doing, you don't have you apparently don't even live in this area. The festivals like this, where you have people walking around, everybody from the homeless up to high income levels, walking around, eating, drinking, just having a good time, enjoying life, and enjoying being here in Lehigh Valley and being a part of it. That's the heart and soul of it. So if you have a chance next year, check it out on, I believe it's Bethlehem's website, or just keep an eye out for it. If the weather's nice, honestly, head down to the south side. This was my first, I've covered a lot of festivals and events in this area. And this one, I was like, I almost forgot that, hey, guess what? I'm also here to get a job done, you know, I'm working at the photo and video and everything, and pay attention. I just had a great time. You know, just walking around, talking to people and everything. And even for myself, taking a break from the stress, taking a break from life. So if you have a chance next year, I think it's called Spring into the South, I think. Anyway, it's a major festival in April in Bethlehem, street festival. Definitely come down here, even if you live in New York, New Jersey, or out of the area. This is one you want to plan to attend, honestly. Now, the only downside is, and I know there are technical issues why they have to do this. The only downside to it is, it's basically only 4 hours. Oh, before I forget, also look up Bethlehem Chilifest, which might be a lot easier to find a date for. They had a chili contest in there where various locations and restaurants and bars made their best chili. You bought, and the tickets sold out. I mean, they sold several hundred tickets, and this thing sold out. Where you went around and you tried different chili. Honestly, I didn't do that because I'm one of those where, like, the hot spicy food, not really my thing. Okay, but if you love chili, if you love great hot food, yeah, definitely check out Chili Fest also. And congratulations to Steel Pub. I don't know who took first place when I was at the Steel Pub last to check out a band. They told me that they took second place. Congratulations. So anyway, Chili Fest, spring into south side of Bethlehem. As soon as they put it up for next year, put it on your calendars. Even if you don't live in the area, come out for this one. You know, make plans. The only downside is, I had an event to cover before this. I didn't get there till about 1:30. They need to extend the time frame, especially for, you know, like for the vendors being set up and stuff. Technically it's only 4 hours. All right, it was 11 to 3 this year. The city, you need to, you know, not have an earlier start, but if there's any way you can do it next year, I'd say have it, you know, make the time limit till about 4 or 5. Honestly, especially with all the restaurants, you know, and places to eat on south side, with the places to eat on south side, if you pull it till 5, it runs right into dinner. Only downside, in my opinion, the time frame of it, those 4 hours just is not enough time. Like I said, I got there about 1:30, and by the time I got down to Fowler Center at Northampton Community College, they were wrapping it up already. So, take care, everybody. Enjoy the warm weather. I just walked past the one bank. It's 54 degrees out.